conference with him. Just got to make a meeting.
Hey Kingsley, as you reflect back, what's your biggest takeaway from last year?
Just coming in and improving from last year, that's for me and just for the whole line. So, but for me, myself, just improving on the little things like the plays, getting the steps down, and yeah.
Transitioning, tackle, guard, how's that going along as it just rotates you along during OTAs?
Oh, it's going great. It's a new learning step for me and a learning curve for me just to better myself. And I just think the more positions I can learn how to play, the better valuable I am. So it's going good.
Do you think there are things about playing guard that maybe suit your skills better than playing on the outside?
Just being aggressive right off the get-go. I love that. Just being right in contact right away off the ball. But just being able to, like I said, just learning the guard and tackle, so for whatever happens. So, yeah.
What was that like last year, getting replaced in the lineup so early in your rookie year? What was that like for you?
Yeah, it was definitely, that's just how the league goes. And, one guy goes down, the next guy got to come in and put his best foot forward. So that just took my time as a player just to, put my head down and keep working until, I got put in at guard later on in the season and, fell in love with it. So.
How do you feel you did in that game? Denver game?
Yeah, I did good. Went against one of the best D tackles, and I got some good words from him after the game. So definitely stuff to take in and just to improve on.
What did he say?
Just said, for playing guard my first time, he said I did pretty good. So, and I've known him growing up. So.
Who was it? Zach Allen?
Yep, Zach Allen. Yep.
What does it mean? Kind of how last year went the way it was, but now the team is kind of reinvigorated you and it's throwing confidence to you at the guard position. I guess what has it meant to have that support from everybody? Yeah, it's a big trust component and just being thrown in out there and at guard new position, but I got to put my best foot forward every day. I'm blocking the best player in the NFL behind me, so I take a lot of pride in that. Moving into a guard with a new opportunity. So
You said you fell in love with it. Can you explain what you meant by that?
I just feel like that's for everybody. Everybody loves playing online, but. Man, it was like a different point of view coming in at guard. Just being able to, given that opportunity, so I'm taking full advantage of it.
A fresh start, does that factor into it, like a fresh start for you?
Yeah, it's like a nice little restart. Got a new position. It's like year one all over again, but playing a new position. But
when you talk about the learning aspect of it, what do you feel like you've learned the most with working with Andy Hack and with Coach Matthaei?
Just playbook, man. Just same thing from last year. Just playbook. There's not. You could go many hours and you just have to be studying the playbook. So just hearing that from them and just focusing on the little things. There's a big picture once you get on the field, but just narrowing it all down and seeing what everybody else sees. So
Last two, let's go Todd and Nick.
So you had some tough times last year. Mentally, when you're in the game out there, how do you kind of wrap your head around what's going on and trying to stay in the moment? And then when you weren't playing, what did you lean on?
Yeah, while I was playing, just leaning on everybody. That's where they say we're training camp that molds us for the Super Bowl. So just trusting the guys next to you. But obviously when things switched and I was out for quite a bit of the season, mentally, that was something in my own head. But same thing on the field and off the field, the guys always got me. So they always there lifting me up every day at practice. And I still giving my best foot forward and giving 110% for them.
Kingsley, who were you able to work with in the offseason to continue improving during that downtime and work on the technique and muscle memory?
Yeah, I was just working out back home in Utah, just going over stuff with my agency and my trainers down there. So just continuing to getting better. So
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.